Coming up on today's video, we're going to answer questions from subscribers on Giants Now by Chat Sports, talking about the game, looking forward in the rest of the season, and could the Giants potentially make some moves. You're watching Giants Now. I'm Marshall Green. Subscribe to the channel to get your question featured on the show. First one coming in from Giants Suck Again. Should the Giants look to trade Saquon, Adoree, Leo, or McKinney? I'm not trading them before week 3. All of those guys are on the final year of their deal, so I understand what you're saying there. But a way to look at that is also the Giants could let them hit free agency and you could get compensatory picks, but you wouldn't get those till the 2025 NFL draft. If you traded them before the trade deadline, maybe you get 2024 draft capital that can help you for the 2024 season. Look, I'll say this much. If you lose to Seattle Monday night and then you lose to the Dolphins and the Bills and you're sitting at 1-5, yeah, you look to start trading some of your players. I don't think the Giants have any interest in bringing back Xavier McKinney. I don't think that Leonard Williams is going to be brought back. Adoree Jackson, he's a good corner. You don't really want to let go of those guys. And Saquon Barkley, I have no idea what the Giants want to do for him. I think they'd like to have him on the team, but they want him at a price point that he is not willing to do. If the Giants end up 1-5, yeah, let's fire sale. Let's sell the guys that are going to be free agents and trade for draft picks. Think it's a little bit too soon to do that before Seattle. Let's play Seattle. Let's see how that goes. Shoot, if you lose to Seattle, you might even start taking and making some calls. But yeah, if you get to the trade deadline and there's no shot of making the playoffs, there's no reason to keep some of these guys because I don't think any of them are honestly going to come back and be Giants next year if you don't win more than 6 games. Should the Giants start selling assets? I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section. Is it time for the Giants to start looking to trade some of their talented players for future draft capital? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know what you think. Fam, self-made, what up, bro? We need to fire Bobby Johnson. Look, the offensive line has not been good. The offensive line has not been good, whether that is because of talent, or that's because of coaching. I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, they were not good against San Francisco, man. Every player graded by PFF was graded at less than a 46 overall. 27% from Josh Ezeudu, 31.6 from Shane Lemieux, 33.8 from John Michael Schmitz, 28.3 from McKeithen, 45 from Evan Neal. Hopefully you get Andrew Thomas here, Ben Bredesen here, and you move Joshua Ezeudu to right guard. But man, Daniel Jones has been pressured on 47% of his dropbacks so far this year. The pressure rate last night against the 49ers was better than the pressure rate that you had week 1 against the Cowboys. That's taking steps back. That's not taking steps forward. I know you're without Andrew Thomas. That we get that. But you can't be the worst O-line every week. You simply can't. I mean, this is a guy that was picked in the top 75. This was a second-round selection. This guy was selected in the 4th or 5th round as well. He was a top 7 pick. Your O-line coach has to develop some of these guys. And Bobby Johnson hasn't done that. I mean, I think Joe Schoen deserves some of this as well. We saw the Giants get pummeled by the Philadelphia Eagles twice in the final 3 weeks last year. And the only thing that Joe Schoen did to improve this offensive line was draft a rookie center. And he paid Mark Lewinsky. Some blemishes there on Joe Schoen's track record. John Lieberman says, let's talk about Micah McFadden. Yeah, I think Micah McFadden was arguably the best player for the Giants on defense last night. Dexter Lawrence is good. He's always good. But I thought Micah McFadden played really good as well. Missed a couple of tackles, but overall, dude had 10 tackles and 4 tackles for loss, as well as a pass breakup. Really good coverage on McCaffrey, carried him up the sideline. Good PBU there. McFadden played good. Loved the intensity he played with. Showed off some of that downhill speed and sideline to sideline tracking. Played like his hair was on fire. I like that. I want to see some more of that. I mean, he looks better than Bobby Okereke, who I'm not sure is really that good of a football player. Not sure. Haven't seen it yet. Giants gave him a lot of money. Got more questions coming up from subscribers, but first, I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor of today's show, Game Time. It is the best ticket app in the game, and when you download the app and create an account, make sure to use the promo code GIANTSCHAT. They're going to hook you up with $20 off your first purchase. Get the best seats and the lowest price guaranteed. It's stress-free. It's easy. Just takes a couple of taps. Game Time has simplified and made it easy to buy tickets to a game or an event that you want to go to. I used Game Time earlier this summer to go to a concert. It was awesome. My favorite thing, though, is it shows the view of your seats in the arena that you are going to have. So you're going to see what it looks like from your seats before you even buy them. They also have a guarantee that you're going to get the lowest price, which is awesome because there's nothing like buying tickets and you're like, yo, Seeps, I bought tickets on XXX app and I paid $100. And then Seeps says, well, I used the Game Time app and I only paid $60 for the same seats. Don't overpay for tickets. Save yourself some money. Use the best ticket app in the game. Download Game Time in the App Store and just make sure you use the promo code GIANTSCHAT for $20 off. Rosenberg, what up, brother? I don't think KT dropping back in coverage. I don't mind KT dropping back in coverage, but he's been looking somewhat slow off the snap. Ball snapped, and I saw him still in his stance. Am I tripping? Yeah, I mean, look, he has not been good. Kayvon Thibodeaux has been awful this year. Amongst all edge rushers, he has a pass rush grade that would make him the 151st edge rusher in the NFL so far through 3 weeks. That's a joke. He's a top 5 pick. He's got to be better. When you look at what he did in week 3, yes, he had a tackle. Yes, he had a sack. The sack was gift wrapped for him, and it was right there. He didn't really do anything. It was the pressure from DJ Davidson that pushed Purdy off this spot, and Thibodeaux was the guy that got the sack. But he had a 28.6 PFF grade, the lowest amongst any player on the Giants defense yesterday. And I'm in agreement with you. Look, he's not good enough right now to drop into coverage. I know Wink's trying to dial stuff up and overload one side and make offensive linemen block imaginary pass rushers. But at the end of the day, if your edge rusher can't create pressure, why are we dropping him into coverage? We did, and it resulted in a penalty on him and a first down for the Niners. He has to be better. He has to be better. Right now, he's on the track of not getting that fifth-year option picked up. Has to be better. Jay Liv, if Neal and Tibbs are bust, can Shane survive that? Yes, but it's not a good start. It's not a good start. I mean, you miss on a number 5 and number 7 pick, and you couple that with potentially overpaying Daniel Jones. I think he's made a lot of good moves. He was dealt a really bad hand by Dave Gettleman. I think he's squeezed a lot of juice out of that orange. But he's also made some mistakes. He's human, no doubt about it. But these two guys, that whole 2022 class doesn't look all that good. Cordell Flott, third-round corner. I haven't even seen him do anything this year. I know he's missed a couple of games. Evan Neal has been bad. Kayvon Thibodeaux has been bad. Joshua Zudu was your third-round pick. He hasn't done anything. Wan'Dale Robinson was hurt. Hasn't done much this year. Played in one game. Didn't do much last year. The 2022 class definitely has a question mark on it right now, and he had 10 picks, maybe even 11 picks. It was 10 or 11, I don't remember. But, yeah, he can survive it, but it's definitely going to be a big blemish. And if he gets fired down the road, people are going to look back at that 2022 class and say, you had 2 top 8 picks and you did nothing with them if those two guys don't turn it around. Rashad, what up, bro? Why does this 1-2 start feel like 0-10? Because you got your freaking ass beat by the Cowboys. You didn't score a point in the first half against the Cardinals, and the Niners kind of just beat you up and showed you that you're not ready to play in the big leagues. It's early in the season. It's when everybody overreacts, and you know I'm overreacting as well. I'm a passionate fan that wears my emotions on my sleeve, but it hasn't looked good. It hasn't looked good. And Rashad, if they lose on Monday night against the Seattle Seahawks, season might be over. I'm at that point. If you go down 1-3 with 2 more games to go against the Bills and the Dolphins the next 2 weeks, yeah, that's going to be tough. It doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good right now, Rashad, at all. I want you guys to predict the Giants' record. Predict the Giants' record for me down in the comment section. What are the Giants going to finish at? I'm saying 7-10 still. I'm still saying I'm going 7-10. I've lowered, but I say 7-10. I don't know. Hoping they could turn it around. It starts with a win against the Seahawks Monday night. Bill, what can we do to fix the O-line? That's $1 million question right there, Bill. That is a $1 million question. If I had that answer, Bill, I'd be applying to be the O-line coach and making millions of dollars. I don't know. Do you sign Justin Pugh? He worked out for the Giants last week. Does Justin Pugh fix this O-line? Does a journeyman offensive lineman that is coming off major surgery, it's not on a team right now, does that fix this O-line? I'm not sure. He did work out for the Giants. Should they sign him? Doesn't hurt. Can't be much worse than what you got. I'll tell you this much. I don't need to see Shane Lemieux play football anymore. He's just not good. And that's okay. Maybe you go sign Justin Pugh and see what happens there. Maybe that. John Lieberman says, is DJ the QB? He is the quarterback, yes. Hard to judge. Is he missing throws? Yes. Is he leaving points on the board and big plays on the board? Yes. He's also been under pressure 47% of his snaps. TBD. I mean, I don't know. At some point, you got to elevate the talent around you, and whether that's a lack of talent or what. But I think the jury's out still. Hasn't showed me that he's 100% a slam dunk guy. He's had some really good games. But they've been against the Vikings in the playoffs, who fired their defensive coordinator, the Cardinals, who didn't even have their best player, and they're actively trying to lose games. But see what he does Monday night against Seattle. It's week to week at this point with him. It really, really is. I think he has the potential to be a franchise quarterback. He showed it. It's tough to be good in the circumstances he's dealing with right now. But at some point, you can't always be the victim of your circumstance. Got to rise above. It's really tough, though, when you're being pressured 47% of the time. That's me going back and forth in real time. So that's my answer on that. As always, you can give me a follow over on Twitter. If I didn't get to your question today, give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_. We'll see you later.